Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause.
Wicked. Cool. We're all good. Guys, girls, and everyone in between. Welcome back to the Play Fight channel. How are you all, guys? How are you all good? All good today?
Yep, all good here. All good here.
Good, good,
Yeah,
good.
not bad. Just come off a dog walk, so I'm absolutely shattered.
Yeah, I bet. It's all right. I'm feeling the same. The Don in the monster. It's all good. So, you may be wondering why I've asked you all here today and asked you to pick out what you consider to be the worst game in your physical collection. So, I've done absolutely no research. There's been no cheating going on here. But today's challenge, and as you can see, I just want to point out as well, me and Larry supporting the Essex Wolves merch, repping, of course, sponsored by the amazing Basildon Sports and Leisure Club. Really
we were there actually only a couple of days ago doing a pub quiz. Loved it.
Really good fun. Really good fun. So, today's challenge is we're going to see who's got what game, who's got what they consider to be the worst game in their collection. And we're going to see what is actually the lowest rated on Metacritic. And see who has got the worst game.
I like this.
So,
this could be interesting.
Complete surprise to the guys as well. No one else knew about it. I wanted to tell them live while we're recording. So, this was an absolute shock factor, I suppose you could call it. So, who wants to go first?
Not me.
Should we go alphabetical order?
Yeah, go on
let's
then.
do that.
Go on then. Right, I'll go first.
Go for it.
Right. So, it's a twin between two. So I've got my first one. You guys probably all agree with me on this. It's Battlefield 42.
It's not that bad.
I like it. I think it's good.
No, I'm with you on this. I'm with Alex, John on this.
Do you know
I don't get it.
The reason why I think it's my worst out of all of them?
Go on.
It's because, one, it doesn't have a campaign, and I love Battlefield campaigns. I think they're amazing.
Yeah, all right. I
thought, you know, like Battlefield 4 and 3 were just really, really fun. And I thought it was a little bit disappointing that they only made this game obviously a multiplayer only.
Yeah.
So that was one of the reasons. The other reasons was that when it first come out, I know that every game has its own bugs and it has its own faults and glitches and God knows what else. But the game was physically unplayable at launch. It was physically unplayable.
I remember the beta was bad. It was literally like you couldn't even tell who was friend and who was foe. So you were literally being shot because thinking, oh, is that really beta? Is it not? And by the time you kind of got
like when I joined like lobbies, I would be glitching all over the map. That my frame rate would be like at 20 frames, which was stupid because it has to lock at a 60 FPS on the Series X.
Oh yeah, that's
or
it.
Just lower. And yeah, I was playing at like 20 FPS, and I was like, "Oh, this is great. this is fun."
Yeah,
I mean, and also you don't play many bad games. Like
See, I don't play many bad games. I mean, a lot of the games that I do play, I thoroughly enjoy. And the other, I've got my second one that is my worst one. I'll give you the two. It's an old game. It's a retro game.
Okay.
I'll get it for you. So out of my PS1 collection, well, Larry will agree with me on this one. Let me just get it out. Hang on a second.
Yes, I know. Is it the Cadicurus one? Is it the Soul Reaper? Soul Reacher?
No, Larry will agree with me on this. So my second game that is in my worst collection is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
What?
Wow.
I will end you. What? I mean, yes, I admit there are bits that are a bit hodgepodge, especially graphically, but it's not awful. No, it works. Like, it plays. I mean,
out of all the Harry Potters that have come out over the years, obviously, like, you know, you had obviously like Chamber of Secrets, you had The Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, you had all those ones.
Next chapter.
But out of all the Harry Potters that have come out on physical games, that has to be the worst out of all of them.
No,
yeah,
no,
especially on PS1.
On
PS1, yes, I would say I think Quidditch might be up there, and I would say Goblet of Fire might be as well up there as well.
Yeah, but Goblet of Fire one on the PS1. That's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
PS1 era,
Yeah,
that is one of the
definitely.
worst Harry Potters.
Yeah.
You know.
I still
No.
of I will end you. That is like made my day. Hey,
I
it was
can't. No, it's funny. It's bad, but it's funny. You can't
Yeah.
not.
It's just
I would
graphically
never-
like
Oh no,
it's
graphically.
like it's like a 2-year-old drawn on it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like Ron is interesting, and like some of the other characters, I will admit, and especially like Dumbledore. But the problem is, it's obviously you have to think about it as a PlayStation 1 game. You can't think of it as a PlayStation.
Yeah, of course.
But
That's
then
the
you're
thing.
saying that, Larry. But then look at Dino Crisis. Look at Toy Story Racer. They are OP games.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That-
I mean, the quality. I mean, then you might say, well, that's the same with Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I mean,
Tomb Raider's
that's
not
good,
that
but
bad.
then you've
I
got
mean,
to think about it. That like Warner Brothers back in the early 2000s, late 90s, was kind of a new company, wasn't it? It was quite new.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
then
mean,
you've got to
I mean,
think
this
that
was
when
the early stuff.
Capcom made Dino Crisis, Capcom made games previously,
Yeah, sure.
so they
Yeah,
had
I
they
can
had
see
plenty
where
of
you're coming from.
experience making games. You know,
Yeah.
Nice.
I can
Fair
definitely
point.
say if it was, I think if it was going for worst, I would definitely say probably Battlefield would be lower score
Yeah,
than
but
Harry
my
Potter. There
worst
is no
game out
way.
of my lot
Really?
is Battlefield 2042. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's have a look. So,
Let's see what it is on Metacritic score.
I'm
gonna say,
intrigued. I'm intrigued.
I'm going to
but
say
I
it's
think that's going to be
about-
quite a high score. A high scorer.
Well, Harry
I
Potter.
think for a Series X,
No,
I'm going to say
Battlefield.
75.
And that is
65 or
Ooh,
63.
You're not
Reggie,
far off.
Reggie, what do you think?
hey, what? Sorry, Miles. While I'm looking at work. Sorry, what?
So,
Here, score.
what do you think the Metacritic score is for Battlefield 2042 on the Series X?
67.
Ooh,
Right.
Close. It's 64.
Oh wow!
Not bad. Not bad.
Wow, that's low.
Yeah, I was
So if anyone
expecting
can
it to be a
try
lot
and beat
higher.
that,
No,
was
I
expecting
can
it to be
beat
a lot
that.
higher.
I can beat that. Believe me.
No,
I
that's
can
not.
out. Yeah, I can out to probably everyone.
No, I was expecting it to be right. All right. So, before I go through my game, I really like this game. But looking at how I feel like it's going to be critiqued, I feel like this is going to be quite a low scorer. However, I feel like now we've seen the Battlefield score, I don't think it's going to be as low as that. So, my game is Mercenaries 2 World in Flames.
I've
Again,
not played that. I've seen it, but I don't know too much about it.
Yeah, pretty much the same.
it's once you've played the first level, you've basically played the whole game.
Oh, is it like Mafia 3 then? Like
yeah,
basically,
basically.
great story, way too repetitive on the gameplay.
Okay, it's like Mafia 3, apart from it doesn't have a great story either.
Okay. So what, is it worse than Kane and Lynch?
Ooh.
oh, Caitlin Lynch was wicked.
Second game.
Oh,
second
that's
game.
close actually. It could be.
Yeah, I'll give it a second one. Yeah.
But no, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it, but I feel like it's going to have a low score. So,
Okay.
without any further ado, I can't spell.
How I do believe it's going to be a yellow score. I don't think it's a red score, but it will be a yellow, I think.
Yeah, I think it's going to be at least a yellow. Oh, geez, that's quite a high score. Oh,
What, it's in the 70s?
72.
Really?
Well, I've lost.
Wow.
Oh, damn it,
Okay.
well, that's ruined my whole day. Oh, brilliant.
Wow.
All right, go on then, Larry.
Okay. I had a choice. I actually have quite a choice because I mean, while I don't own a couple of them, like two of them, I had owned a little bit, and then I don't own anymore. They still count, and I would say I had quite a few choices. So I thought about doing Ferrari Challenge. That was complete and utter wash, but I know probably that against some of the other ones I was going to probably think about, it was probably going to be least bad. Then I thought about, ironically, same team that made Ferrari Challenge, Ride to Hell Retribution. but everyone knows, and it's too obvious, way too obvious.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that game's horrendous, and it'll be too easy. And then I thought about Mind Jack, which is an old Square Enix game that I still own. And but against like some of the other ones, I was like, nah, I wasn't think it was too bad enough. Although, admittingly, I know some people going, "What's Mind Jack?" Because I think most people like don't remember it. Basically, if anyone remembers it, it was on an Angry Joe show. It's legendary because of that. Same with Rydell Retribution. That's the reason I started playing. So I just watched the reviews. I'm like, I've got to see how bad they are. They're bad. But and I do mean this. I nearly went with London Taxi Rush Hour, which is a bad game on PS2.
Yeah, very.
But I've gone with this one because it enraged me when I saw this and I played it. I was thinking, how can you make a game this bad? And then I did a bit of research and then found out the company that made it had never made a console game of their life. They only made Wii games.
Yeah.
So the game I'm putting up, and I'm probably going to win this, is Fast and Furious Showdown.
No, that's fair. That's a good pick, actually.
Not to get confused with the most recent one, Crossroads, which is not as, it's bad, but still nowhere near as bad as Fast and Furious Showdown. Graphically it was boring. They barely had any of the licenses, and it was buggy, it was messy, story made no sense. The only bit that was actually fun was driving, I think it was at the beginning bit, and I think it's a bit at the end, where you drove because it's based on the 6th movie, I think it was. Well, the one with the cars where you tip them over with that fly car thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had that in the whole, and I must be honest, that was the best bit. Just going around thinking I'm indestructible. That's about it. Handling wise, it's terrible. It raged me just thinking how bad it was. The scariest thing, it still holds scarily good value.
Really?
It's still about a £12-13 game.
Jesus.
I think some places still sell it for 20. I do wonder why, and who
Yeah,
wants it for that?
some games are terrible, do hold value.
Yeah,
but then again, games like Rider Hell
cult following.
Yeah.
My God. Right. So okay. The $1 million question. What console?
It's gotta be a red. Oh, really? Mine was PS3, but I would assume it would be the same one.
Okay. So on the Xbox 360, it scored 22.
Oh,
but
wow.
On the PS3, it scored 21.
Wow.
That's
I told you, I remember IGN gave it a 4.
Jeez.
It was because they even showed you game. Literally, there was a car just standing, doing nothing while you were doing the shooting, because it couldn't understand how to drive. It's legendary.
So it's got 4 critic reviews. What do you think the lowest review score is?
1 or 0.5 or something like that. It's so low.
I'm going to say a Metacritic score is 68.
Well, the lowest?
Is that Metacritic?
Yeah.
And what game is it again? Sorry, PS1?
Right, Fast and Furious. No, PS.
Oh, Fast and Furious.
3.
Oh.
Fast and Furious Showdown.
No, I'm going to say lowest is about 75. I don't know.
9.
I don't know. The thing is, I don't know the game very well, so.
Wow, it's actually higher than I thought.
Yeah.
You say 9.
9. Out of 100.
Like
9?
I said 3.5.
I said 0. I was going to go up 1.
And the highest it got from PlayStation Official Magazine was 30. So
Gee.
Oh, gee.
I think that says it all. It's a bad game.
Wow.
Yeah.
And as everyone says, why can't we get a good Fast and Furious game that we can still play? Because the only one that is out there is the one on PlayStation 2. That's all right, and the one on Forza doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, no, I know that one's gone. But yeah, that's just wow. That's going to take some beating, actually. That is going to take some beating.
I can tell you that now.
Go on then. What have you got?
See, to be honest, I don't own many physical games anymore because I sold a lot of them so I could buy stuff on Xbox One. and whatever else. I thought I had it. I don't actually have it, and that was that Advanced Warfare. No.
Oh yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah, but the next one I don't really like from Call of Duty series is Ghosts. I wasn't a fan of it. I didn't like it. Some people like it, some people didn't, But there again,
I thought the multiplayer on it was terrible, but the story was good. I thought the
I
story
like
was
the
alright.
story's
Yeah,
amazing. I mean, the
alright.
online. I mean, the story's amazing. Story's
The
amazing. I
multiplayer
mean, the
was
online
terrible.
I quite enjoy.
The
But then again,
multiplayer
I just
sucks.
play against AI, so I have nothing to complain.
Yeah, Larry plays against bots, like it's on easy mode.
Well, yeah, because I don't have online. I don't have the subscription all the time, so it just means it's easier just to play
Yeah.
with the AI. So I have a bit more content.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, but to be fair, that's quite fun until you get bored after a while. Anyway,
What's the first game?
remembered I had an N64 game.
Oh,
I can't actually remember the name for it, but I just remember it being absolutely horrendous. Like there was nothing good about it. And you just went
have this-
down, Mr. X.
do you know what it was? Or
I think it was like F1 2000 or something.
oh
along
no,
them.
there was an F1 game that was really bad. I thought it was like Aquaman or Superman 64 or something like that.
But
Awful game.
Both of them are.
I'm going to stick with Ghosts because I can't remember the name of the F1 game. See,
See,
a lot of
I
people
actually, now you mention that.
and it's playable and blah blah blah, and it's not a bad game. I just didn't like it, and to be fair, as I said, I don't really have many physical copies of games anymore, so
That
it's a bit hard. Yeah,
Was
that
it
could be,
F1 Grand Prix? World Grand Prix.
could be close enough to it, or that could be the one.
yeah,
Show us the back.
I'm sad to say that I own it boxed. That's upsetting.
John, show us the back of it.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Wow.
wow.
Do you think it's that?
Could be. I don't know. I can't really remember. I've not got a cartridge near me. I wasn't like to have the little box near me and all ready to go and all prepared. I forgot we had to do homework with this as well.
Of course.
Show and tell story. Jesus.
I don't have mine because I don't own it more, but I know I have it, so I've had it.
Be fair, games I have owned, yeah, there's been a hell of a load of poor choices I've made throughout the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
We go there being young, stupid, and having loads of money. Thinking, yeah, every game's
I'm not
got
sure about loads of money, but
Well, I
No,
did have.
some.
I didn't really have much to pay out for. It was
Yeah.
alcohol and rent,
that's true.
so it was like,
Yeah. No, I would say I think there's no way Ghost would be lower than 21.
I'd be very surprised.
No,
don't think-
I'd say Ghost as a Metacritic of probably,
be
72?
high.
I'm gonna say 74. Don't know.
All
I'd
right.
probably say around 70.
The golden question: what console?
360.
No. Actually,
Got on
no.
PS4.
Oh,
PS4.
I'd say so PS4 version. I'd say probably be higher. I'd say the worst
Yeah.
version would probably be on the 360.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah.
The one is
Yeah.
Right. So the PS4 version actually scores 78
Oh,
Wow.
That's high.
and puts it in the green.
So what's the 360 version? What is that one? What's that one?
I'm intrigued what the three.
The 360 version 73,
Oh, see, I was close. 74. Yeah.
but
That's
you can
close.
still go lower than that. The PS3
Really?
version pulled in a 71, and the PC version pulled in a 68.
Oh
How is
my
the PC the
God.
worst?
A whole 10 points lower than the PS4 version.
No,
Wow.
that's terrible. That
Do
is
you know?
crap.
I'll be very intrigued to see what London Taxi Rush Hour, because we talked a little bit off air, and we both know that game was horrendous. I bet that's
And that's putting it like-
that's gonna be the low. Out of interest, because I think mine was PS2, and I still own it.
No, John White, let's see what God of War is after, please. Let's see what that coming up.
Oh,
So
that'll
right.
be
Oh, yeah.
London Taxi Rush Hour actually has no score.
oh wow,
Larry, doesn't that tell you something?
wow.
Brilliant.
Wait, John, can you? Yeah, after you've checked Reggie's one, could you check what Dino Crisis 1 and 2 is? I bet that's in the 90s. Gotta be.
Actually, didn't they remaster it for Xbox?
Nah, no, they did Dino Crisis 3.
Yeah.
That was on the original Xbox. Yeah, that was terrible.
I'm just trying to look up Superman 64. I'm intrigued and
Oh
to
yeah, Superman.
how bad that done.
Ooh, that would be bad. Because there's actually meant to be a PS1 version, but they got cancelled because they spent so much money in the 64 version. And funny
There
enough,
was a
Which is
PlayStation
Batman.
embarrassing
version
in
Quite a few
itself.
Batmans. Yeah.
That's not even coming up. All right, let's do. God of War pulled in a 94.
Oh,
Not bad.
it's not my favourite game at the minute.
Wow.
3-4 years old now.
I mean, it's a classic. It's a great game. It's a great game.
Yeah, I'm going to say Dino Crisis 1 and 2 has got to be in the 90s. It's got to be.
You would hope
the
so.
The two games, I bought Dino Crisis 1 and 2, and they're about 40 quid each.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, they're about 40 quid each.
So this is quite surprising, actually. Dino Crisis 1 pulled in a 59,
Right.
but
Whoa.
Dino Crisis 2 scored 86.
Yeah.
Whoa,
see,
that's quite a
two is-
jump.
The reason
That's an
why 2
improvement.
is so is loads better than 1. Like, yeah. Graphically wise, 2 is better. Story wise, is 2 is better. It's got 2's got more dinosaurs in it. But yeah, I'm not surprised that Dino Crisis 1 got a lower score. I'm not surprised. What did Dino Crisis 3 go in on the original Xbox? That's got to be low. That's got to be in this. I'd say that's got to be in the 60s at least.
Maybe.
It's actually the
Is that what-
lowest of the three,
I thought so.
and
Yeah.
coming at
What?
51.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, it's a trash. Yeah, it's terrible.
Mad.
Yeah. Can you
On the
can you
other
find
end-
out what? Can you find out what the lowest rated PS1 game was? I bet we've never heard of it.
No, I bet we have. It'd be Bubsy.
Do you think
Oh, God, it'd be Bubsy.
what the lowest one is? Oh, because I'm thinking it might be a sport game.
Yeah, probably.
That is actually also likely because they are stupid enough to like put a rating on a sports game. You're thinking it's just the sports game. It's what's especially those days. It's like
Yeah.
yeah.
One's game. Does anyone remember that international track and field?
Oh, yes. OG
Yeah.
game.
Proper smashing the buttons.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what isn't that worth quite a lot of money now?
probably.
Because it's two versions. They're literally the same game, but they changed the
Yeah,
name.
you've got a like a, what do they call it? Not premium. Platinum. They had a platinum version
Yeah.
of games, and then like the standard version. I think the standard version's worth like almost double. All right, the worst game on PS1. Before I tell you what it is, what do you think it scored?
10.
30.
Hang on.
7.
Hang on. Something's not right here. Okay. The lowest rated is rated at 25,
Wow.
and it is Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle.
Wow,
Jeez.
I was not expecting
yeah,
that.
see, that one was quite bad because like you had like Dragon Ball Z. You had quite a lot of Dragon Ball Zs, but the Ultimate Battle, yeah, because that's quite cheap now. That's
Might
quite
explain
cheap.
it.
All right, so on the other end of the spectrum, what do you think is the top rated PS1 game?
Ooh, Metal Gear 98.
No,
No, I'd say it's got to be Resi 2.
no.
Oh yeah.
It's not.
It's Wipeout XL.
What?
Wipeout?
Yep.
Is that car game? Is
Yeah,
When
it
your
that,
future space thing.
that
Yeah.
spaceship
Yeah.
one?
That's it.
But I know I think we call it Pulse. I think in the UK, but XL I think is the American name or something. I can't remember. There's
they
two
call
names
it
for it.
Wipeout here. They call it Wipeout.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know we call it Wipeout.
It's
Yeah.
Wipeout. XL is the sequel, but
Yeah.
Wipeout. I think they've
No,
changed, but the
was
name's
on
different in
the,
America.
64.
Wipeout was the name of it. Yeah.
Not 64.
Yeah, they had two. There's the two names for it because it's Wipeout XL in the UK and I think Europe. Then it's like Wipeout something else in the rest of the world.
But what's the second rated and what's the third?
Hang on, I'm just looking up this Wipeout
Um,
XL.
Can't go with Wipeout.
No, he's right. We actually refer to it as Wipeout 2097.
That's it.
Right.
2097.
Second best rated. Oh, I didn't actually know that. It's a good game though. Is Castlevania Sympathy of the Night.
Yeah.
Oh
Sympathy of the
no,
Night.
that is a legendary game. I'm not.
Yeah, but the
even
thing is,
gonna
that
lie.
game's a lot of money as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it
That
does,
game
and there's a
that
good
game
reason
goes
for it. 'Cause they
100
say
quid,
in
over-
Europe.
over 100 easy.
No, yeah, no. Because the problem is, it never caught on in the UK that much, but in the US it was massive, and it didn't blow up until it was like very hard to come by.
Yeah, but you got to think Castlevania games. It's like they weren't because they're like they're Japanese, aren't they? Castlevania is like it's
I
like
love Castlevania. I love those kind of
do.
games. I mean, I would love to play. I mean, I think I've attempted Symphony, and
they're
I'm
really
terrible
hard,
at Symphony.
though, really hard.
They are.
Yeah, they're about relational Castlevania games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the third rated was Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Yeah. Street Fighter.
To be honest, Alpha 3 is personally my favorite.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I do like the Alpha series.
that was
no,
that.
That's-
So Larry, well done for winning today's challenge.
I'll be honest, I think it was a bit easy for me, especially as I
Smashed
do
it.
sometimes attempt them. Because I do attempt them sometimes.
Today's challenge.
Yeah. If I went with London Taxi, I think that would have been interesting.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
non-ranker,
Yeah.
which I think kind of says it all. You know, people couldn't even be bothered to critique it.
Right.
I think because it was during the I think it came out in like 2008 when the PlayStation 3 came out. So it just
Yeah.
nobody really no.
No, makes sense. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video. I have been John. I've been joined by Regan, Alex, and Larry. We have been Play Fight, and we will see you all next time for the next video right here on the Play Fight YouTube channel. Goodbye.
Bye.